Good afternoon, and welcome to day 9 of our meditation time together. It is good to be with you today. Let's go ahead and dive in. Have a seat. You should know some of these steps now. Go ahead and let your body rest fully on the chair or the bed or the floor, wherever you're sitting. And let yourself register. Here you are in this moment, in this body, creating space for you to tune in to what's going on inside of you. And then how to bring that forward into the life around you. So let yourself relax further back against the chair or the headboard. Yep. And then see if you can allow in a little bit more support. So relax your back even more. And notice how fully you are being held in this moment. Yeah. Good. Register the firmness of either the floor or the bed, the chair that you're sitting on. Notice how solidly it holds you. Even when you're not paying attention to it, here it is, providing support in every moment. Good. And then let your body settle as it arrives. Yeah, often with meditation we arrive in with a bit of a swirl. I know I have to do this thing, I have to sit, I have to bring myself to stillness, and yet our body is in complete resistance the entire time, right? And your mind is fighting with your body. So notice how your body is settling in. Yeah, and just arriving here. Go ahead and plant your feet firmly on the floor. Or if you're sitting in a place where your legs are stretched out, you can just imagine digging your heels in. And then create a pathway for energy to move out of your space. So as things come up that you look at in your meditation time, you can give it a pathway to move so that the energy doesn't get blocked. So you can just imagine a pathway running down your legs all the way to your feet. And then if your feet are firmly on the floor, you can open up your feet. Little sliding doors can open up, and you can just allow energy to move out your feet into the earth underneath you. If your heels are resting on the bed or the floor, you can imagine just opening up a little valve right at the bottom of your heels. Same thing, just let the energy move through you and then down and out through your feet. Yeah, the more you do this, the more you should notice you create a pathway that energy becomes familiar with or comfortable with, and so the energy will just start flowing through your body more easily. So if that's the case, what you can do is add some emphasis at your feet. You can imagine that there are really powerful magnets at the bottom of your feet that tug like gravity. So even as you sit down in your chair to begin your meditation, the energy could already be magnetized down to your feet, and it can start moving immediately. So you don't even need to pay attention or know that it's happening, but if you just visualize that you've got a magnet in each of your feet, energy can just start flowing down and out. Yeah, and then you just become this easy physical space with energy that's just flowing right through you. Yeah. Good. Good. So let anything that's ready to move just go down and out through your feet into the earth. And allow all of that energy that hasn't been serving you or has felt a little heavy or that you've been in resistance to, just allow that to go into the earth and be recycled. And then imagine you can shift the direction that energy is flowing. So once it gets recycled in the earth, you can just hit reverse and turn up that pulling mechanism in your feet. So now your feet are pulling energy from the earth up into your legs, and then running that energy up your legs into your body. Yeah, and then just smoothing out the places that feel tight or heavy inside of your body. Yep, and then you can direct the flow the other way again, so it can be like a little rinse or wash through your body, and then energy back down. All the way down through your legs and into the earth. Good. Good. All right, so today, what are we going to play with today? What keeps coming up for me is the difficulty of choosing what's next. right? I practice presence as much as possible, and I'm constantly pulling my energy back to this moment here, this thing that I'm doing right now. And then there's always that question, right? Of, well, then what happens after this? And what's the next thing to do? And how do I know what the thing is for next week or next month or next year? So what I'd like to do is play with that a little bit today, perhaps in a way we haven't done before. So for right now, let's imagine you can start pulling all of your attention back into your body. So if you visualize lots of little threads that have you connected to the people that you love and the activities that you engage in every day and the tasks that you have to get done today and tomorrow, imagine you can start to pull those threads back in so that your energy can arrive inside your body. Yep. And then just feel it arriving. You might notice your body gets a little tighter in your chest. Yep, if some of it feels too heavy, just direct some of that energy down your legs all the way to your feet, up your arms, down to your hands. Good. And anything that doesn't serve right now, just run it out into the earth. There you go. Okay, so let's imagine that we have a blank slate, right? Anything can be created in front of us, around us, perhaps not behind us. We can rewrite the stories from the past, but let's just focus on in front of and around us. So if you have unlimited options, right? Let's say you have a wish list or a dream list, dream vision board of all the things that you want to create. And all of them feel important, and you don't want to sacrifice any of them, and you want all of them to arrive right now. You can feel how that has a weight or a heaviness, right? It's like, for me, it feels a little bit like confusion. Like I'm not sure which way to turn because all of them look enticing and all of them would serve the world. So, where do we start? Where do we start? For me, it always comes back to really getting quiet and still so you can tune into the one that has the most alignment or the best vibrational match, perhaps, of what is next for you, what is most going to serve you. So let's imagine you can do this with me. Just get really still, like physically still with your body. See if you can slow down your thoughts. Yep, if possible, if you can even run the thoughts or the loops all the way through your body down to your feet so that most of your attention is down lower in those lower chakras, the lower half of your body, not up in your brain. Good. All right, and then let's ask a few questions in this quieter space. So one of my favorites is, what is the highest potential for me in this moment? Or what would my higher self, my soul that is clear and pure with intention, what would it want me to know? Yeah, and then sometimes that shows up as a picture or a word or someone, right, will show up in my awareness, a person. Yeah, so just be with that for a moment. What would your higher self, your soul, want you to know or focus on first? Beautiful. Yeah, and then imagine you can bring that person or image or thought up in front of you so it's full screen, like you're at a drive-in movie theater. That thing that popped up first is fully being viewed by you in this moment. All the other things that want to pull at us or tug at us can kind of go to the side for right now. And that one main idea can take center stage. Yeah, so I'll use my example just to offer some wisdom or guidance if it's needed. For me, what I notice is these daily meditations are fascinating for me, right? Like I am so intrigued by what's being created and the process that I'm going through and how I feel about it, how energized I am by them. So for me, that's what came forward. So I just imagine in front of me, I can see the picture that I use for the meditations, and it's large, right? Like it's huge, big screen. So allow whatever your thought or idea was to take really big center stage in front of you. And then notice what's happening in your body, right? So I notice my heart's beating a little faster, I'm smiling. There's this excitement or anticipation of what's it going to show me, what is here, right? So notice what's happening in your body. Yep, if there's any resistance to that idea, see if you can just run the resistance all the way down to your feet, out into the earth. The idea popped up for a reason, right? That thought came into you because there's something it's supposed to teach you. So the resistance is probably, my guess, it's probably your safety mechanism, right? Don't focus on that thing. What if it's successful? What if it works? What if that guides me into a place where I'm actually happier or more excited? There's a fear of being disappointed sometimes, and so we block the success before it's even arrived, right? So just run any resistance all the way down to your feet, like, oh, I see you, I get that. And in this moment, we're just playing, we're just exploring, so the resistance isn't necessary, right? It doesn't serve. Run it all the way down to your feet. Good, and then come back to that big picture on the movie screen and let your body get really still again. What do you notice about it? You might see a word, or you might get a feeling, right? Something might show up in your body that you need to explore more. Yeah, imagine you can drop some grounding roots from the bottom of that movie screen so you can anchor in that idea a little more firmly. Right? So you can just imagine it grows roots. It goes all the way down to the earth, deep, deep into the earth, and now you're stable and sitting still, looking at this idea that is anchored in this moment with you. Yeah, what is there to know about it? Why is it showing up now? That's always such a great question, right? Why now? Usually the answer for me is because it's time, because you're ready, because the world needs it, because it comes from love, right? There's a million reasons why it is showing up now. See if you can tune into what yours is. Yeah. And then imagine you can sort of zoom out just a little bit from that movie screen so that you can see either the bigger story that's around that idea or the next scene, right? Let's say you saw one image. Imagine you can see what's coming from that. What's a tangible result of that shift or that idea. Yeah, and notice how your body feels. Like, is your body more excited or contracting? If it's contracting, you can zoom back in. Go back to the place that feels good and solid and stay there until that vibration feels more settled in your body. If you're excited looking at what the bigger picture is, what is there to know about the bigger picture? Right? And the whole point of this is we don't know what the plan is going to look like or what the how is going to be. My coach was helping me with this yesterday, and she had this beautiful statement. She said, if we know every single step, then we're not thinking big enough. We still have this small view of what it could be. We're not supposed to know every detail before it happens, but we're supposed to connect with the passion of it, the why of it. Right? So look at that image again. Maybe the what, not the why. what does it mean to you? What does it inspire in you? Why won't that image go away or that idea go away? Often in my meditations, I get the same things that show up over and over. Or when I pull oracle cards, the same cards keep showing up. I'm like, God, what's with this? Like, why does it have to keep popping up for me? It's because I haven't gotten the full message yet, or I haven't taken the inspired action to start implementing that idea yet. Yeah, so in this moment, see if there's one action step for today that's connected to that big idea that you see on your screen in front of you. One thing to do. It might be to call somebody, or to journal about this, or to go for a walk and allow yourself to be in nature and be more inspired. It might be just to sit and connect back to your heart, or to take a nap. I get that a lot. Go take a nap. You're too tired. You're too busy. What is your one action step for today that will move you in the direction of this big idea in front of you? Yeah. And then can you find it in your body to commit to that one act today or tomorrow? Yeah, and no judgment, right? No expectation or obligation. It's just a process of, this showed up, it's here to teach me something. I have an action step to take. What would happen if I follow through on that? Good. Good. Yeah, and then go ahead and imagine you can close down that image or shrink it and bring it right into your heart space. My guess is it came from your heart or your soul, right? The connection between the two. So imagine you can just take that image and tuck it right into your heart space. And then you know it's there. You can look at it when you're in your meditation time. You can journal about it. You can pull it out when you're going to sleep and daydream as you fall asleep about it. You could be really bold and you could share it with somebody, right? You could tell someone and ask them to help you stay accountable. But no judgment about any of that. Just pull it into your heart, tuck it in. Yep. And then run anything through your body that is in resistance to that or to what showed up. As you can just run anything that doesn't serve right down your body to your feet. And then straight out into the earth. Good. 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 All right, I'm going to leave you to keep pondering that, to pull it back out if you want to keep exploring, or to just stay for a few more moments, a few more minutes, and practice any of the steps that we've been taking, or just sit in silence and allow yourself to tune fully in to your voice and your knowing with the space that's been created here. Beautiful work. So much love from me to you.